evening, ma'am.
Very good evening.
Thank you for joining College Dunia, and thank you for the accepting the invitation from College Dunia. And we'd like to have your basic introduction, journey to throughout your academic purposes and how you reached over there.
Okay, very good evening to all of you. Myself, Dr. Kakuli Bandyopadhyay, presently head Department of Food Technology of Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. Now, my journey started. I am in this faculty level from 2000 onwards, you can say. A long journey that is associated as teaching, like 20 or 21 years. And beside that, I have research experience, senior research fellow of CSIR, Government of West Bengal. And after completion of my PhD degree from Calcutta University, I joined Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. And from the inception of the Department of Food Technology in GNIT, actually I was associated with the department. I have several research publications, about 70 journal publications in different referred national and international level, and numerous conference publications, and achieved several awards, just gold medalist in MTech, then got Young Scientist Award from Oil Technologists Association of India, and there are other awards. I'm not mentioning that. Now, presently, I have the responsibility to develop the Department of Food Technology. So that's all from my side, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the designation explanation. And we'd like to start with the interview, ma'am. Like, if you allow.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. So firstly, we would like to ask, which is the latest program that you're offering in your institute, or you can talk about your department, and which will help students to outperform and stand apart from the crowd?
Very good questions, and it is very much associated with my department, associated with me, that is food technology. Now, till date, there is I think very little knowledge about this food technology department. What is it? Now, first of all, let's talk about the department. Food technology, it is actually the application of food science. It is starting from the selection of raw materials, then its processing by using different type of unit operations like heat transfer, then mass transfer. Then after processing of food, you have to keep in mind, you have to apply the preservation technology, that is food preservation. Then the term is coming called packaging. You have to package the food and the distribution of food. That is totally under the domain of food technology. That means it is the responsibility of food technologists to offer nutritious and safe food to the consumers. So this is, in few words, it is called food technology. And if you we are discussing about the subjects that we have to cover in food technology stream, basically different kind of food chemistry, that is called chemistry of food, then food microbiology, then there are different type of food preservation techniques, different food processing technologies, starting from fish, meat, poultry, different kind of beverages. And if you are considering about beverages, there are alcoholic beverage, non-alcoholic beverage, then carbonated beverage, non-carbonated beverage. Then there are different kind of preservation techniques, different kind of unit operation of chemical engineering. Now, if you want to know that this is one BTech course, right? One engineering course. So what is the basic engineering stream on which this food technology subject is standing? That subject is chemical engineering. So you can say that food technology is actually application of chemical engineering in food sector. And also you have to know waste management of food industry. Day by day, this is much important. Not only that, in our autonomous curriculum, now we are incorporating different type of software-based subjects like data structure, database management system, then there is IoT, there is other Python-based subjects, because to handle or to operate one industry in automated mode, you need to know this software development. So this is a vast area of food technology. And in a few words, I can say this about food technology. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for providing information about the courses you're offering. And the best thing about it is like you are including the analytics part and then machine learning into the agriculture part, which is very much required in today's world. So, ma'am, would like to ask the second question. Like, what are the factors that make this program the best for the student who are looking for the food tech?
Okay, so in that case, if you want to say the best practice of this program, like just like that, since we are autonomous campus, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, first of all, we can build our own curriculum by taking, suggestions from different industry personnel. We have our industry adjunct professor in our board of studies. Then have to what we can do, we can take suggestions from different senior professors of like Jadavpur University and Kharagpur BHU, where food technology subjects are there. So after discussing with them, and obviously we are following the AICTE protocol, we are framing our subjects. So in that sense, what we can do, we can frame our subject which is industry friendly. And another thing that we always try to incorporate, that is a project-based learning. Some innovative projects which are very much, important for them in their future for product development, for process development, we are giving them from, first year onwards. That's why this project-based learning is one best practice of the department. Another thing is that the industry interactions. Now, we are making it a common practice that every students from third semester onwards, they must do some industrial training, industrial internship, and it actually bridges the gap between the academics and industrial knowledge. So, this you can say the best practice of the Department of Food Technology.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, how does the program ensure that students are well prepared for the future?
Students are, first of all, the project-based learning, they are helping them a lot. And what will happen when they are doing any innovative project, we, the teachers, are always inspiring them to publish their project work in some referred journal. Now, it is very unusual for one UG level students that after getting their BTech degree, simultaneously they are publishing their project work, that means BTech project work, in some referred journal, means in Scopus Index journal, then Web of Science Index journal. So this is very rare. If you can see that, it will actually help our students for their higher study. Because how to write a research paper, how to publish it, by writing their content in some conference. And not only that, we are motivating our students in some different kind of national level competitions like Smart India Hackathon Hardware Edition. Then there are Vishwakarma Award. They are competing in some tech fest organized by IIT Kharagpur. There is also the food engineering department. They are competing, or they are actually showing or showcasing their innovative project work in BHU, Banaras Hindu University, and all over India. They are trying their level best. As a result of which, what will happen? It will actually minimize the gap. It will enhance their communication skill. It will enhance their confidence level. And not only that, in this year, with pride, I can say that one of our team under mentorship of myself, they won Smart India Hackathon Hardware Edition, and there they developed one machine, a small machine, which is sensor based, or you can say artificial intelligence. They are incorporating there, and by which they are preparing a small equipment through which we can detect the adulterants present in our food sample. Now, you know that food adulteration is one crime in our society. It is one disease, just like a disease in our society. So to minimize that, they have developed one equipment where you can get idea what adulterants present in your food sample, and if it is present, what is its quantity. So this is very much, I think, appreciated by our Smart India Hackathon evaluated team. They won the prize. They got first prize there. Not only that, they are also getting their presentation, or they are getting some achievement through AICTE Chhatra Vishwakarma award. They are getting award the MHRD cell. So this actually give them some motivation towards their journey. And as a result of which, when they are doing some industrial training, as I told you, or internship, they are also very much related or getting the environment of industry. And what will happen, we are arranging some industry mentor meet regularly, depending on their course, which will help them in their future job also in different sectors. So this is actually we are following and we are giving some extra to our students.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the beautiful explanation of the questions. Student must be very, interested in that, programs and extracurricular activities, and these provide exposures. These things provide exposure to the students so that they can fight the real life problems and challenges.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because food technology is one challenging subject. It is related to human life. You can see now that in our family, like a few days ago, it was not happening. 2 or 3 family members are suffering cancer. What is happening? Most of the cases, these are food-borne diseases coming from the taking of adulterated food. Yes. We do not have the idea about that. So it is the role of one food technologist to make people aware that whether they are taking safe food, which will be helpful for them.
Yes. So we'll go to the next question then. Like, how do you train yourself or the faculty to deliver this program to the students?
Exactly. Because we are training our students, or we are actually preparing the future of student. It is the duty of us first train ourselves. So there are different kind of say AICTE sponsored faculty development program. There are some STTP short-term training program that we are generally attending. Not only that, we are making some kind of interactions with, say, Jadavpur University, the food technology department. We are making interaction with West Bengal University of Animal Science and Fisheries, with IIT Kharagpur. And by this knowledge sharing, it will actually help us a lot through some conference, some symposium, then seminar, workshop. So it helps us a lot to build ourselves and to share our knowledge amongst us.
Exactly, ma'am. So, what are the types of projects that the students are working on through this program?
Now, I already say that we are very much interested on project-based learning. From first year onwards, there are projects, and as they are going to higher level, these projects, as you know, that they are very much related to their subjects. Now, one thing we should very much careful considering the food technology. Previously, we know that food means nutrition, right? That it gives nutrition to us. But now the definition is changing. Now the nutrition to nutraceutical. That means when you are getting on food, it should have some medicinal value. It gives some pharmaceutical value. So this nutrition plus pharmaceutical combining is called nutraceutical. So now we are doing our project in such a way that we can develop food product which is actually converted our food material from providing nutrition to nutraceutical. You are daily consuming one food which will lower your blood cholesterol level, considering your bad cholesterol like LDL. You are taking one food in such a way that it will lower or control your blood sugar. So this is very much required. So our tagline is take your food like medicine. So in future, you don't have to take medicine in your life. So this is the tagline, and considering this tagline, we are developing different type of food product. Not only that, now we are focusing on different type of equipment, development of equipment. As I already told, AI-based adulteration, small equipment which will detect food adulterants. Now there may be some kind of, we are actually developing some kind of instrument which will detect what is the optimum amount of water required in your agriculture field. Food technologists are working on that. Another thing, we are giving very much stress on that, food waste to wealth. There are different waste, food waste, that we are keeping it just like a poultry feed or cattle feed, but it is full of nutrition, and you can detect nutritional good nutritional value from them. Particularly India, which is really very much poor country, here also you can get some rich food from that waste materials. So this is our objective, and considering that, we are giving different kinds of projects to students: waste to wealth, development of nutritional in food product development, or development of biosensor for food adulterants, detection of food adulterants, etc. So that's all about the project.
Oh, ma'am. So, like, how do you intend to build an industry connect with this program? Like, there are so many, agri startups, food startups, like in the field of dairy, poultry farming.
Exactly. I'm coming.
Sure, ma'am.
Obviously, it is very much important. Now, actually, this journey we are starting from the curriculum development. In our US Board of Studies, we have industry person. So first of all, they are giving their feedback in our curriculum. So according to that, we are developing our curriculum where some industry inputs are coming. So actually, this BOS meeting, in every semester, we are doing BOS meeting on development of our curriculum. And we have industry adjunct professor. Regularly, this industry person make contact with our students to give some kind of workshop, or developing some kind of product, or there are actually industry mentor from different fields. These industry mentors are also giving different kind of seminar, workshop, symposium, through which they are actually bridging the gap. And another thing that is very much important, that from third semester level, we are always motivating our students, and sometimes we are making it in our curriculum that it is compulsory for you go to your industrial training, not only in summer but also in winter recess, when you are getting 15 days gap between your academic curriculum and next semester, you please do your industrial training. So what will happen after the completion of BTech degree? It has been found that one student has 5 or 6 industrial training certificate. It obviously enhanced, or it obviously added some value in their CV when they are going to placement. So in that way, we are making the bridge between the academics and industry.
Oh, ma'am, that's great, really great, ma'am. So, like, talking about the symposium and the webinars you're talking about. So, are these symposium and webinars are paid, or inbuilt by, raised by the students?
Most of the cases, what we are doing for our students, no, it is not paid. Okay. We are doing it from our college, from our institute.
Okay, that's great. So, like, talking about the benefits and the career options after pursuing this course. Like, what are the benefits and career options for the students?
Obviously. Since you know that it is one multidisciplinary field, a student can work in food processing, packaging, then there are preservation. So different fields are there. Now, what will happen? I am coming one by one. First of all, I am coming to government sector. What are the prospects of food technologists after completion of BTech degree in government sector? Now, in government sector, after completion of BTech degree, one student can join as lecturer in some diploma colleges. This is a very good option for them. Now, day by day, the possibility of or getting job in food safety officer as food safety officer under government of West Bengal, it is increasing. Our numerous students, they have joined as food safety officer, government of West Bengal, then food inspector. There are agricultural marketing officer. There are jobs in FCI, that is Food Corporation of India, jobs in FSSI, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. Then in banking sector, they need a associate. Our students are also associated here. Jobs in DRDO, Indian Army. So these are in government sector, and it has been found day to day job prospects in government sector are enhanced. Now I am coming to private sector. Now, as you know, in this pandemic situation, this sector is totally going on. That's why in the morning we are getting bread, biscuits, we are getting the processed food, beverages, health drinks, everything in our life. It is not stopped due to any kind of lockdown. So there is no question of lockdown in food sector industries.
Exactly.
And you can see, or you can say that it is perfectly recession-proof department. Recession will come. People will always take their food, so there is no question of recession here.
Exactly, ma'am.
Now, in private sector, I am taking the name of some industry where our students are associated, like ITC Food Division, Britannia Biscuits, PepsiCo, Bengal Beverage, that means Coca-Cola, Caventer Agro, then FFRAC, Jubilant Food Products, Red Cow Dairy, Metro Dairy, Amul, that is called IDPL, there our students are there. Even in Patanjali Food Product Development, our students are there. Raja Biscuits, Priya, different kind of Purti Bonashpati, I can take a lot of name, Dream Bake, Shalimar Food Products Private Limited. Then there are, say, Imami Food Products Private Limited. Plenty of industry where they can get jobs in private sector. But some students are now interested in building their entrepreneurship. Rather taking the chances in jobs in government and private sector, they are getting their interest to become one entrepreneur is day by day increasing, and some of our students already developed their own industry in different food product or in different field. But students are also looking for higher studies also. After getting BTech degree from Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, they are engaged in MTech in food technology. Now, one thing I can say that you can, after completing BTech in food technology, you can continue your MTech in chemical engineering and biotechnology also. Food technology is obviously one subject, but perpetually you can choose biotechnology or chemical engineering as your MTech subject. From Jadavpur University, then IIT Kharagpur. Some of our students are going abroad for MS, like Dresden University, Germany, MTech from NIFTEM. You know that this is one national institute. Then Sant Langwal Institute of Technology, Punjab, IICPT, Thanjavur, ICT, Mumbai, and also the courses of MBA is also there. So this is about the future scope of food technology.
Thank you, ma'am, for the beautiful insight about the benefits and the career options. Because mostly students are really concerned about the career options before pursuing any degree. So thank you for the beautiful insight. We'd like to focus on the last question. Like, what is the valuable advice you like to student to have for a prosperous career ahead?
First of all, I must say to the students that after completion of your higher secondary, you must see that in which subjects you have interest. If you are interested like in chemistry, biology, microbiology, then this food technology will be very much beneficial for you. Not only that, like one student is interested to develop some computer-based equipment, there also you can get say some kind of outreach program here also. So this is actually one interdisciplinary course, numerous scope, but you have to focus your goal and go ahead. So the success will obviously come to you. With best of luck to all the students.
Thank you so much for this session, and thank you for interviewing with the College Dunia. We have your support with us, and thank you for advising students who are looking for food tech. Thank you for the beautiful insights, because awareness of food and tech is not readily available in the market. So this session will help a lot of students, and thank you for so much for this session. Would like to conclude this interview, ma'am. Just hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.